Since 1984, Kinship Center, a member of the Seneca family of agencies, has ensured that neglected and traumatized children will have a permanent, loving family, and that their families receive access to specialized mental health care, parent education, and support. Kinship Center affects the lives of over 1,000 children and 1,500 families in Monterey County each year.
For those who grow into adulthood in a succession of temporary foster homes or institutions, without the benefit of knowing what it is like to have a permanent family, the statistics and impact on society are grim. Many of these young adults will join the ranks of school dropouts, the unemployed, the homeless, and mentally ill. Some will end up in court or the penal system.
Well, I first went into foster care when I was about 6.5 years old, and that was a result of my dad abusing my mom a lot. He nearly killed her after he thought that she was cheating on him, and after that night, we were all separated.
Since the beginning of Kinship Center, it has been our vision and our mission to make sure that every child in this community who needs a family, a permanent family, will have one, and that those families each will be supported in all of the ways necessary for the raising of a healthy child and the experience of a happy family.
We adopted our 3 grandkids. Selena, she's 16. Carlos, he's 13. And Jenny, she is 11.
Kinship Center has really helped our children to do things that are wholesome and that are good for them. And it's been a place where they can feel welcome and they have like a refuge. And it's been a real blessing for all of us.
It's really hard for most adults to understand or even imagine the level of despair and isolation and rejection that kids feel when they don't have a forever family. It's our goal to help children find those families and to strengthen those families so that they can have those families for a lifetime.
The most important thing, the therapists, they taught me how to, just take that moment. Just breathe, 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 breathe. At the time, because at the time, I could have just grabbed him up by the collar. But I take that deep breath and I stop and think about, he's just a little boy.
I'm passionate about working with those young families who are headed for crisis or already in crisis so that they have the tools and the resources to meet their children's needs and avoid the neglect and abuse that so often befalls families who are at risk.
I first got connected with the Kinship Center by accepting a scholarship to Robert Louis Stevenson, a college preparatory boarding school in Pebble Beach. And I accepted it, and it opened up so many doors to me. And honestly, it's the reason why I went to college and met so many of my mentors and friends, and how I found my passion for the outdoors.
When I talk about the lost, abandoned, or unwanted children in our community, people instinctively say, okay, Jeff, but not around here. And I tell them, yes, right here. These children are living among us in our community. We cross paths with them every day. We just can't see them. It's like they're invisible, but they need our help. They're trying to make it through life alone. And that's where Kinship Center comes in. And that's why I'm so passionate about Kinship Center. And they do everything they can to provide a loving family environment for so many of these children.
What my family means to me is everything that I never had as a child. They are my saviors. They are my protection that I didn't have. They taught me everything that somebody who has a family already knew, like what love is. I didn't have that, and they gave me that.
Because every child deserves a family.
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 Just know you're not alone. So I'm gonna make misplace your